And we can just dance the night away until we get no more. Shake all the hurt away so you can feel and forget who you used to be. For just tonight, could you just dance the night away?
Okay, reconnect. I kind of wish that there was also a thing that once you built the rocket, then the only way it would let you come back is if you brought some samples. Like you'd have to go and grab samples for it, because it would kind of be up their alley of cruelty to be like, cool, you got your rocket, you're saving grace. Now go collect us diamonds. Go get us quartz. Go bring it back. That kind of thing.
Neptune 1 rocket online.
Nice. But yeah, it would seem like up its alley, you know? Okay. Yes. And stripe 1 can be... Oh, I have it. I got it. How do I like type this? Oh, here we go. I'm gonna say to the moon only because I think it'd be funny if he's wanting to go, like, if it's like, imagine seeing a rocket and then just being like, why does it say go to the moon? Aren't you, like, trying to get home? No. Never. Okay. This one's a little... Yeah. Ah, okay. Okay. Trying to look at it. I feel like the blue should be switched. Like, I think this should be the blue stripes. And this should be the gold yellow color. Maybe not. We should do mint. Oh, no. Yeah, maybe do the mint. Well, not really mint. It's kind of, well, it kind of is mint, isn't it? It doesn't look like mint or anything. It looks like baby blue. Yeah. Okay, I can't move too much closer to the machine because I'm in the middle of it. Okay. I need it to be... I guess that works. Yeah. I wish it would be that bright blue, but it's not, when it comes down to it. Okay. Let's do that. Okay, it's not great, but it'll work. We'll fix colors later. Like I said, some of the colors are not perfectly matched. Alright, do we have anything else? I think that's it. I also do know that we can go up here. And I think we're going to go up to this real quick because I want to see what's supply-wise. Oh, we got a good view of the gun. And the island and a whole... Oh, look, there's the aurora, too. I didn't think we'd see it from here with the island in the way. I was kind of hoping we would, but I bet when we shoot off, we will. Like I said. Nice. Okay, because there is storage units here. Should we take our babies with us? That'd be hilarious. Alright. So dramatic. That's terrifying. That is right under us. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we can do the pod thing, too. Oh my god, we should do a pod. I don't know what I'm going to do with the pod, but we should do it. Okay, keep that there. I don't know what we're going to put in the pod because I'm keeping the babies this time around. So we're not doing the babies. Say the... Probably food? Oh, you can call the elevator. See, I find that weird. Why would you be able to call the elevator from up there? Because it's just you playing. Even if you had your friends, you know? Maybe errors? Oh, no. Okay. And it's time to go down. Imagine I jump in, then I just smack face first into it. Just eat crap on the way down. Are you effing kidding me? I could have got it from here. I swear that wasn't here. Wait, hold up. I swear that wasn't here before. Bullshit. Maybe it was. Then again, I don't know if I found the island before I was looking for. I don't think I had the sub before I found it. So, yeah. Sorry, I'm peeking around. Bastard. I'm trying to dodging and weaving a little bit just so I don't have to worry about anything. There we go. Woo. I was a little worried. I was like, it's getting dark. It's hard to see. That warper just poofed right there. Because, of course, he had to poof right there. Like I said, I'm glad that we don't actually see her physically die. She's just basically sitting there resting and slowly falls asleep. I like to think that maybe she didn't want to die in front of you because she knew it'd make you sad. So she hung on long enough for her babies to be born and you. And for you to like escape the planet. You know, that way you weren't left completely alone but with nobody left to care for you. Or like that, I think that would be kind of cool. Okay, hang in there. I'm gonna save. I don't know how hard this is gonna hurt my feet. Okay, I didn't do very much. I was like, because I know I can get up through the moon pool, but I really didn't want to have to jump out of the moon pool. I really just wanted to walk in. Alright, we have gotten the rocket done. Now, I'm gonna go into the base of operations, get some food and water, and head back to my prawn soup. I'm gonna have to redo my whole schedule this weekend. Not because anything bad, but just because I forgot to update it recently. And it's not necessarily a nuisance, it's just like I forgot to do it the last 2 weeks. Because I got distracted doing other things. I was fixing things on the videos and making things look nice. I've been working on getting commissions done. I have 2 friends that are essentially helping with commissions for overlays. You've seen one of them already. And just so I don't have to stop and do overlays.
Stabilizing.
People on YouTube probably haven't seen them, but people on stream have. Plus these 2 that I got commissions from. One I'm related to, and the other one is a good friend, so I trust her. And I'll be putting their descriptions on my thing. That's another thing too. I gotta put their descriptions in there so that they can get credited with the with the tasks and stuff. I'm trying to sit here and think. Was there anything else I have? This battery. Oh yeah, I needed that battery for. I made 2 of them for the one stuff. Okay, sorry, I was wanting to look here real quick. I keep worrying about I keep feeling that they're gonna eat each other. They don't, but my brain doesn't know that. Okay. Okay, we're going back to the river and getting the prawn suit and going to get some quartz. Because he does have a lot of glass on him, but I don't think he's got nearly enough. I could also just bring him back and use the glass I've got. Because I took down the tool. I gotta grab some more. Couldn't hurt. I'm gonna be putting more glass in anyways. I have tanks to do too. I forgot about the aquariums. I think tomorrow I'll work with the aquariums and we're gonna start moving the aquariums. I'm putting it off. I'm sorry. I'm lazy. I'm doing everything else that doesn't require me to move those tanks because I have to replant the blood kelp and everything. And I have blood kelp backups and stuff. But I'm also sitting here thinking about making a list of different environments. Like, see, like, how this environment looks, because we're going to do different tanks. I kind of wish you could have separate tanks that are smaller. I mentioned that before, like little aquariums to hold smaller fish. Like, there could be a limit to what you can put in it. You can't put, like, a stalker inside of a tube tank because it's way too small. And, like, if you put anything that's, like, 4 blocks too big, it has to be in a tank that, like, each tank has, like, a spot for, like, 4 spots for a fish. Where are you coming from? Oh, you're stuck in the ground. You're fine. He screamed so loud at me, I got very startled by that. I think they spawn out of the wall. I'm not even joking. I think you're not supposed to enter the other way, kind of thing. Whee! Oh god. I was moving a little fast. I was afraid I was gonna hit the ground a little too hard. But yeah, I think if you have these like tanks that were like the size of like a ladder, like they fit the area that the ladder does. It takes up that square kind of thing. But it would have 4 slots for a fish or fishes, depending on what you use. So you could put like 4 peepers in there pretty comfortably, that kind of thing. And then there would be your fauna. You're allowed to have, like, depending on the size of the fauna, like you could have 4 slots for 4 slots for the fauna that is really big, and then you could also put like 4 small ones in there, that kind of thing. So it wouldn't be like a big tank, but you could put like your mesmer in there and stuff. Oh yeah, I forgot you have no room. Here, let me get this out of here. But you could put like your mesmer in there. I think it'd be kind of cool to put a mesmer alone in a tank, or put it in there with its others of its kind. Maybe the tank could hold like 8 spots, and you could put 2 or 3 mesmers in there. Put like a little small herd. Huh? But if you put them in the small tank and then left the other ones in the other bigger ones in the tank, they would be big. So like if you had a tank, the full-size tank, and you put 2 like bone sharks in there, they'd be about, maybe not necessarily life size, but they'd be bigger. They'd be like small juveniles. The current ones that are in there are very tiny, and so you can enjoy looking at them without them taking up a lot of space. But honestly, I kind of wish they'd let us build tanks bigger so that we can actually see them in full size. The disadvantage could be that if you have them full size, they are aggressive because they kind of reach like full maturity and therefore act like the wild ones. So you can have like the electrical ones in there and stuff, and have them full size, but the drawback is that they're aggressive as hell. Like some people who play Subnautica would like that, or you can make it to where they're only aggressive if you forget to feed them, because you don't have to feed the ones that are in your tank right now. So it'd be neat if you had to feed them to keep them calm, which means you'd have to keep their peeper supply in check. Or maybe certain fish like certain things. Like, for instance, the bonefish. Obviously, you can't have the bonefish in the tank because there's no eggs for them. But, like, they might like the bonefish here that are, like, swimming around because it's part of their natural environment. If you leave a peeper in there, they will eat them. But they will eat them faster than they would be the food that is within their environment. You know? Is that titanium? I think it is. It is. Awesome. Well, I'm not gonna turn out titanium. But you know, that might be kind of a cool thing, is like, that's the drawback. Like, feeding them food for their natural environment, they eat less of it, but it does require you to go into that environment and catch those things and keep a supply of them, which means you have to keep a separate tank for them, or a tank with all of your, essentially of your filter feeders, kind of thing, or your feeding foods or whatever. Some of the people like who make fish videos also call them something specific. They're not called filter feeders, they're called something else. But they basically just, they make these giant tanks, or these small tanks depending on the type of food they're using, that is just meant for breeding and keeping their fish food alive. I saw some really cool ones where a guy was doing that with, I think they weren't goldfish. I think they were guppies. They were like orange guppies. I think there were some in there, but they were like something like that. They look like kind of like guppies in my opinion. But I can't remember if they were orange or not. I just remember them being really cool looking, and he has them in this big tank, and he's been breeding them and keeping them happy. He like has their tank regulated and everything, so they're not being, mistreated or anything, or put into unreasonable conditions. But he keeps them fed and kept well, and he even went so far as to grow plants and vegetation in other containers, and then proceeds to sprinkle some of that in there along with basic fish food. I don't know if he really, this guy is like, I have not watched a lot of his videos, but essentially he's like making perfect ecosystems out of his fish tanks and balancing them with other fish tanks so that everything can eat comfortably as if they were in the wild without it being out of control. It's really cool. I want to get like fish myself just because I think it'd be kind of cool to have. It'd be fun to have something to watch other than normal stuff. It's kind of like, as I get older, I think I like watching stuff outside more. Just because it requires nothing of you. Like, as a kid, I thought, oh, it's so weird when I used to, like, watch birds with my grandpa and stuff, and I do like watching them. But birds are very, like, fast-moving and good, stuff. So when you found one sitting for a long time, it was normally sitting for a good reason. Like, it was pruning itself, eating seeds, working a nest, fighting with another bird for some reason, over seeds normally. So birds are very dramatic, right? So watching them was a lot more interesting than watching like squirrels and stuff. My dad got into the habit of watching squirrels. He likes them. Turns out there's a lot of squirrel drama I don't catch, but he would be sitting out the window playing video games, and then he'd turn and look and see drama outside. But, I never understood watching environments. I have relatives who also like watching the weather. They like looking out the window and seeing the wind moving and all that stuff. I thought that was boring as a kid. As I've gotten older, I find that it's not so much that you're watching it consistently as it is just every now and then turning your head. It's nice to have something out your window just to watch while you do something. It gives you a chance to decompress and desocialize. It never occurred to me that my families and grandparents were doing that to kind of just decompress, because they'd be working, they'd be playing on their computer or whatever, or most of them would be doing desk work or doing hobbies. And so it's sometimes really nice when you can look outside your window and see grass and see the wind blowing through the grass, or seeing leaves falling in fall. And they're not anything dramatic, they're just nice to look at. So I started watching some videos randomly of fish owners and stuff, and I'm like sitting like, that would just be nice to just be able to see, to have a perfectly balanced ecosystem in your living room, just looking at them. But I also don't like animals that having pets that I take care of that don't recognize that I am a sentient thing. So there's certain fish I don't like because it's not their fault, mind you. It's not like I hate them or wish ill will on them. I just don't want to own pets that don't recognize their owner, you know? So there's certain fish that are really intelligent, angelfish being like one of them. So I want to try angelfish because angelfish recognize their group because they like travel in packs, if I remember correctly. I have only been recently reading about angelfish, so I know very, very little. But I kind of respect that. Like the fact that it can recognize its pack members makes me feel seen, and I don't want to feel like I'm just an anomaly in the creature's life. There's certain people in my family, or my friend group at the time, not my family, that would like get bugs for pets. And some of these bugs, spiders are not one of them, but some of these bugs that they would have would just not recognize them, right? They just feed it. It had one that was like had like a cockroach, like one of those big African cockroaches, the ones that aren't like in your house, you know. And they're pretty looking, but they don't recognize people. They don't care to recognize people or have the functionality for it. But a classmate of mine had a tarantula. Now that was different. A tarantula, and I've seen tarantula, and I feel honestly some praying mantises recognize you. They recognize you. They are apex predators, and they recognize. At least, or they're at least powerful, and hunters. But they recognize, and I swear they pick up on things, especially jumping spiders. Jumping spiders are the cutest thing. Like, you think, oh yeah, it's just a tiny little thing, doesn't recognize me. I've seen so many people who have like pet jumping spiders on YouTube that they ask it to they ask for a paw. It's so cute to see them ask for their paw, and having them actually the spider actually give it to them, like, oh, here's my paw. It is the cutest thing ever. Don't get me wrong, I always like jumping spiders because jumping spiders are harmless. Like, not like they couldn't hurt you if they wanted to, but they're actually like really nice creatures. They don't pick sass with you unless you did something to really set it off, you know. See, I wonder. I'm hoping, but like, you know what I mean. They're really nice creatures. Tarantulas can be a little fickle. You have to really be paying attention to the body language of your tarantula. You can't just be poking at it because they're very temperamental. Within reason. Like, let's be real. Something that big does not want to be fucked with all the time. Especially not by a human hand just being in their face. It's just not up their alley of enjoyments. Okay, I don't know. Okay, I want to go lower. There we go. It wouldn't let me go as low as I wanted to. See, I wonder. See, because like that right there doesn't feel like it'll fit the same way. Because it feels like it'll like just come right here. Even at best, right? Even if it comes right here at best, that doesn't leave much room for the prawn suit to get through, right? I mean, maybe. Yeah, but is it really worth that? I think one door is fine. Because I can connect other places. Yeah. I would like to change this door out. This right here. I moved the door because it was closer to the sub, but I think he sees me more often coming out this door than he does when I was coming out this one. Because out this one, he doesn't see me as much. It also angles me more towards that door. I don't have to worry about it as much. Oh, yeah. Let me see something. This is floor 2. Floor 2 is not connected, right? Yeah, it's not connected. Okay, cool. Can I connect it here, maybe? I don't think so. I was just thinking it might be kind of cool if... Like if this hallway was attached to something. Like this door. Can I get through here? Okay, I can't. It's a little snug. But I can get through. Okay. Let me get up to the floor and craft some stuff. Kind of exploring around, seeing what I've got going on here. Okay. Because it might be kind of cool if I can fit a corridor in between that stair rail, like the where the aquariums are, but the aquariums are fitted kind of snugly there, and I don't know if I can do that. You know, they're kind of snug right there. Okay, let me come back around. Okay. I have the titanium. What do I need for this? Do I need 2 or just 1? I need 2. Okay, cool. And I have 2. Yeah, so I have enough. I would have to add another aquarium. Yeah, they're kind of like... Okay, never mind. With me making them, they're not that bad. I thought that it was going to be a snug fit in general. Okay, Okay. Let me see. I wonder if maybe it wouldn't go because of... Okay, yeah. So it would have been right there. Do I have... I could do that. Let me see. I wonder if I need to be... I'm trying to decide if I need to be up higher by 1 or if this is high enough. Because I realize all I have to do with the tanks is attach them, and when they're attached, I can put a window in, and I can connect to all floors, and I just have to swim to the floors. Which sounds silly, but it almost sounds like a better idea than having to do everything else, if that makes sense. I'd sooner be able to swim through levels than have to go up ladders. Okay, yeah, so it has to be down there. Because that bottom of that system is too low. Okay, well, that's good at least. We're going to see here. Because I'm going to see if it's important, if I should put it here or if I should connect it over there at the bottom. Give me a moment. I'm going to go craft some more. Do I have enough for... No. I'm going to go craft some more glass and see about seeing how many tunnels I can put down there. Because I want to see if this looks good. I'll probably get more quartz off stream, assuming my editing doesn't take too long. That's also some of the reason why sometimes the things don't get done is because I am too tired from editing. Granted, my editing only takes about 2 hours, but I stop streaming for me at about 7 or 8 p.m. And sometimes I have guild obligations. Not a complaint, mind you. I have guild obligations sometimes. Huh? Yes, I don't let you help with me because I help with it because it's my like stuff, and you have a full-time job, and you complain about how you're tired and need relaxations. So I leave you to relax because I love you. Oh, it's enough room. Shut up! You're ruining my moment of joy. Not you, the Leviathan! They threw fire at me when I finally had the bridge nice and neat. I was really upset. No, but I don't have you do any editing for me because I don't want you to not be rested. I want you to have time to hang out with your friends, relax, unwind. I know people are assholes. That's why I don't disturb you. No, that's the truth. I worked in customer service for 8 years, Sweet Pea. I know exactly what people are like. Yeah, that's exactly why I'm bitchy. I'm jaded, okay? I know exactly why people are full of crap. But the point that I was trying to get at is I don't want you to have to mess with my streaming and videos because I could do it. And even if you did help, I would still want to learn how to do it so that I can cover my own bases on it. Like I said, it's my responsibility, not yours. But like I said, sometimes when I'm recording stuff, after I'm done streaming, I then take about an hour or two to edit things. That's not assuming that I have to replace audio. If there is a moment of like, I don't know, quiet, so I have to speed something up, speeding up takes me a little extra time. I don't mind. It's easy to do. It just takes a little extra time. So sometimes instead of being 2 hours of recording or of editing, it's like 4 hours of editing. And then on top of, like I said, I have guild obligations sometimes, and then sometimes I'm playing because I want to play something and I want to unwind. Because, you know, this is a job still. It's not necessarily a hard job or a bad job. Just a job. So yeah, not a complaint from me. So sometimes that's why I don't get things done, is I'm off doing things I have to do. Now, we're over time by 8 minutes, and I need to move along before I start really pushing buttons. We're moving to Terria. So give me a moment while I swap.
And we can just dance the night away.